Hollow Knight can be a difficult game, but I've put together a quick and concise route that I think is the easiest to beat. As we make our way to Dirtmouth from the Howling Cliffs, lead the balloons, so make sure to check for the sneaky money rocks around the area. After falling down this pit, you'll want to follow the path and puggle along these spikes. You'll be rewarded with the Fairy of the Fallen charm. This will be your lifeline until you get the next strongest charm. Make your way back up around, and once you reach Dirtmouth, your adventure will truly begin. Now that you've made it to Dirtmouth, apply the Fear of the Fallen charm. When you're low health, it'll increase your damage, so the strategy from now on is to permanently stay at low health. Yes, this will decrease your margin for error, however, the massively increased damage more than makes up for it. Get used to this area. This is the only spawn location in the entire game, and when you die, you will be sent right back here. Once you are finished looking around and ready, jump down the well. This is the first major area of the game, and has the first major challenge of the game. We will need Moolah to prepare for the upcoming battle. Using the Fury technique, this shouldn't be too difficult. There's many rocks around containing much riches. There are also lost grubs scattered around the map. If you find them, you will be handsomely rewarded. If there were a map for other than Dirtmouth in this game, here's where the ones I found would be. In here is a mask shard. Through normal means, it is impossible to get, but by using the power of friendship, we can do anything. To do so, we will kill ourselves. After making our way back from Dirtmouth, where we previously died, our friend will be more than happy to give us a hand up. By collecting 4 of them, it will increase your total maximum health. This is great for increased survivability. Once you have obtained roughly 300 currency, you'll want to go to the bottom right-ish of the Forgotten Crossroads. Here a boss blocks our path. It's okay if you die to her. She's a little time consuming and a bit unforgiving, but you will eventually beat her. Once again, kill yourself, respawn in Dirtmouth, and make your way back down here. There, by once again using the power of friendship, we'll make our way up to her and buy the long nail. We will now begin our ascent back to Dirtmouth. But first, we need more funding. A little over 1,000 to be exact. Search the area, and once you have enough, make your way up. The upcoming fight is very difficult, and to complete it we will use a power strenuous to our vessel, Overcharming. It lets us use more charms than our limit in exchange for our body being weakened. Equip the long nail with Fairy of the Fallen and overcharm the knight. You should have also found Sly from wherever he was in the depths. In his shop, you will have a simple key and a rancid egg. Buy both. Now head down to the entrance of Green Path to defeat the Elder Balder. Using my technique, it should be fairly straightforward. Once he is defeated, return back to Dirtmouth to un-overtime yourself by unequipping the long nail. Return back to the entrance of Green Path. With the Elder Balder defeated, continue forward into the second major area of the game. The next boss we need to defeat is Hornet. To get to her, we'll need to keep going left until we find her. Once we find her watching down upon us, we'll want to do a small jump to pursue her. Now that we've made our way to Hornet somehow, beating her will give us a very important reward. Our reward for defeating her is the cloak. It gives us the ability to dash. Pick it up, get crackled, and then jump in a pit and kill yourself. Remember the simple key in the rented egg you bought earlier? Head right to the graveyard and use the key. Inside, give Gigi an egg and reclaim your friend. Head back down to the Forgotten Crossroads and enter the Fungal Waste. We will also be needing about 2,000 coins after this, so as you're making your way down, make sure to pick up as much money as possible. Once we reach this point, we'll need to do a small jump to get past here. And just up ahead, you should find the Mantis Claws. The Mantis Claws give us the ability to jump off of walls. After collecting the previously mentioned 2,000 amount of finances, head up to Dirtmouth. And from Sly, buy the Lumafly Lantern. You can now enter that one dark-ass area in the Forgotten Crossroads. This leads to the Crystal Peaks. The only real reason to ever be in this area is to get the Crystal Dash, so just do the parkour and get on with it. The Crystal Heart allows us to charge up for a prolonged dash. Make sure to collect this egg. and then fall down this pit. After you hit the bottom, head right to get craggled. You now have the Dream Nail, and just as importantly, have access to that very powerful charm I mentioned before. The Dream Shield. It summons a shield to rotate around you, dealing damage to enemies who come in contact with it, as well as blocking projectiles. It is the strongest charm in the game, and will carry us forward to the upcoming challenges. Kill yourself to return to Dirtmouth, and replace Fury of the Fallen with Dream Shield. And also, give Gigi an egg. With the Dream Shield, Dream Nail, and all of our previously collected upgrades, we are now ready to enter the endgame. You will need to make your way to Salubra and do a little jump to get past her. This will lead you into the Blue Lake. Make your way across. You should now find yourself in the City of Tears. Do a little jump here. And then make your way up the Watcher's Spire. Climb up this breakable wall to destroy one of the Watcher Knights early. Now begin the fight. It shouldn't be too difficult with the Dream Shield. With the last Watcher Knight defeated, you are now free to go kill Lurian in his sleep. Once you awake, you'll have to climb your way back up to the Forgotten Crossroads, where Lurian's anger is too strong and we are trapped here. When you return back, you will find everything evil and sinister. Make your way to this area and skim over this acid pool. You are now in Fog Canyon, where Monomon the Teacher resides. Find her archives and defeat her guardian. Normally it's impossible to harm Umu, but thankfully we have this random stranger helping us. With Umu defeated, we can now kill Monomon in her sleep. We will now make our way through Fog Canyon and skim across this acid pool. We are now in the Queen's Gardens, but this area holds no importance, so we're just passing through. Eventually, you will find your way into Deep Nest. This is where Hera the Beast resides. She's somewhere left-ish, so go that way. Once you find her house, enter inside and get crackled. You will be put inside the Beast's den. Wander upwards and you will eventually find Hera the Beast lying down. Now make your way out and crawl back up to Dirtmouth. Then go back to the depths and enter the Black Egg Temple. And to finish off the game, do what must be done. Hollow Knight is a very neat game, though it's not perfect. Its bosses aren't very engaging and usually slogs to get through. There are almost no explored NPCs, like it would be nice to have context from who that man is that helped us fight Umu. There are also not that many areas, and the ones that are here are so small and confusing to get through, though the latter issue could be easily remedied with a simple map. The game also lacks diversity. It would be cool if there were some spells in the game or a couple more charms than the 3 we have. That being said, the art that we have here is phenomenal. I find myself staring into the backgrounds, wondering what's out there because they just feel so full and 3-dimensional. The hand-drawn art and animations, coupled with the gorgeous soundtrack and sound designs that make the world feel truly alive. I can sort of recommend the game if you're looking for a short and neat game with a nice atmosphere, but ultimately, it just has no depth. 4 out of 10.